It's always nice to finally have a happy conclusion for a story you have been investing your time in. And personally, my favorite type of happy ending is the harem ending. That is why for today we will be talking about the top 10 anime protagonists with ridiculously huge harems. So before we start, I would love it if you would like the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and comment down below what your favorite harem anime is. And without further ado, let's jump right into the list. Coming in at number 10 is Nagima. Nagima is by far the character with the highest count of girls in his harem in anime history, and harems in general. I mean, seriously, right off the bat from episode 1, Nagima ended up with a huge harem of 30 plus girls. How did he manage this? Well, that's simply due to the fact that he is their teacher and they are all having a crush on him. However, his harem also has a significance when it comes to the plot, thanks to the Praxio cards and the probationary contracts these girls make with Negi. This way, they gain increased powers and a special magical artifact for each her own. Of course, I won't go into each girl in that harem because this would take ages. However, I will name a few of those girls. Asuna, with her short temper and detest for Negi at first, ironically became the first one to make a Praxio contract with him. Dodoka, the classical bookworm with 0 social skills, she was the second to make a contract with Negi. Then came Setsuna, Konoka, Yue, all the way till the end of the list. It's quite a huge harem to say the least, so go and check out the series and decide for yourself who should end up with Negi. Coming at number 9 is Daily Life with Monster Girls. This guy was either the luckiest guy to ever exist or the unluckiest bastard in anime history. This guy was selected to be a subject in an experiment that Japan is promoting, integration of non-human species into society. In short, uber hot monster girls are going to live with him with their sexual drive piercing the heavens, and the only single rule he has to follow for the experiment to succeed is that he can't have any sexual relations or interactions with them whatsoever. Easier said than done with the girls swarming around him and fawning over him like bees for pollen. Its colorful harem consists of Mia, the Lamia. She was the first person in the experiment, and after seeing how he treated her like a human and not as an interspecies, she fell madly in love with him. Up next is Poppy, the runaway harpy that Kurusu takes in and protects. She obviously falls for him too and becomes a sort of rival to Mia, and his interactions with Satoria are quite an interesting one. After riding her to capture a thief on the run, she reveals to him that by doing so he has violated a custom known between the centaurs, and to fix his mistake, she moves into the house with the other 2 girls. Next, the slime, Sue, Lurone the mermaid, Arachnera the spider, Lala the Dullahan, and many others. His house is getting crowded, and with all these monster girls tempting him, I wonder if he is going to be able to hold on to his chastity and not break the one law that the experiment is built around. Coming in at number 8 is To Love Ru. At the beginning of the series, Rito was already having love troubles with his crush Haruna, and when Lala suddenly appeared in front of him, she only brought him much more trouble. But as the series progresses, he becomes exceptionally good friends with Lala, and even falls for her romantically. Rito even states that he feels uneasy when Lala is not around. At this point, I have to wonder who isn't a part of Rito's harem. It all started with him meeting Lala after she so conveniently crash-landed into his bathtub, and even more convenient, naked. However, his love story started with his crush on Haruna, even before meeting Lala. He has some slow progress with her since he was so shy, and not to mention awkward around girls. However, thanks to Lala's help, he became more confident about himself and ended up marrying both girls actually. Golden Darkness, the Lali Tsundere, and Yui Kotegawa, his classmate, and practically every other girl he meets in the series is a part of his enormous harem. How does this guy do it? Coming in at number 7 is Yuna in the Haunted Hot Springs. In this anime, Fuyuzora Kogoyashi is a powerful psychic that is always broke and looking for a place to live that is somewhat affordable to him at least. What better place to choose than the Haunted Hot Springs he has been hearing rumors about all the time. The ghost was advertised to be highly malicious and bound to the same room he is staying in nevertheless. However, as he prepares to end the ghost and exorcise it, he discovers that for starters, she isn't malicious, and 2, she's hot as hell, with the only thing she recalls about her life being her name, Yuna. And as every harem ever, you can't just have a harem with only one girl, you need much more than that. Enter the other 4 girls, each with a unique art style and the usual generic harem personalities. You got the kudere, the tsundere, the shy maid, the loli, and so on. And like any good harem anime, they all have it bad for the main character. Oh, and did I mention that there is a lot of bathtub and hot spring scenes? I mean, we are in a hot spring after all. Coming in at number 6 is Strike the Blood. After a fateful encounter, Kojo transforms into a vampire, and not just any vampire, the fourth primogenitor, an immensely powerful vampire considered by many to be nothing but legends and fables. His harem consists of Yukina Himaragi, the girl working for the Lion King organization, a secret organization that enforces treaties between the humans and the vampires, protecting the fragile peace the world has for now. She even becomes Kojo's first blood partner, Aiba Asagi, his childhood friend, classmate, and as Strike the Blood X hints, his future wife and mother of his daughter. In the manga, she is called Cyber Princess for her proficiency in computer programming. She is even kidnapped for that same reason to free a powerful entity. Folio Rihavain, Kanase Kanan's sisters in some sort after their grandfather cheated and had an affair, they both are head over heels for Kojo and have blood pacts formed with him. Although his harem isn't all talk and lovey-dovey though. They are powerful fighters and combatants. Coming in number 5 is Trinity 7. Arata's life flips upside down when he realizes that the sun is being swallowed and the world is ending. Before his cousin disappears, she gives him a grimoire, and suddenly another girl with a big-ass gun appears while his cousin seems to be erased from existence. Arata is then taken by Lilith to Biblia Academia, where his journey begins to find his cousin and save the world from demons. Along with his trusty harem, nothing will stand in his way, whether it is the ninja Kazama Levi or the instructor Asami Lilith, the sexy redhead that meets him on episode 1, or even the voluptuous Sherlock Lisa Lata with her skimpy outfit and busty rag, the self-proclaimed wife of Arata Arin, Kanatsuki, who actually resembles his cousin Hijiri a lot. And of course, last but not least, the hot white-haired Yui with her special ability to contact others through dreams even though she is held in a dungeon under the school. His journey is just about to begin with these girls and discovering the truth behind what happened on the first day. Spoiler alert, he gets demonic powers that submits these girls to his total awesomeness down the line. Coming in number 4 is Date Alive. Now what kind of list would this be if we didn't have Date Alive on it? The whole point of him dating these spirits is trying to save the world and preserve the life of the spirits as well. Shidou was specially instructed by his younger sister to do so. First, to prevent another spatial quake cataclysm, and the second is to protect those spirits that can't seem to control their powers by sealing them and illuminating their threats so that the anti-spirit force doesn't kill them all. The first spirit he subdued and sealed is Yatagami Toka. After sealing her, she was able to get rid of that wary fear from humanity and concentrate more on her emotions, especially her emotions about Itsuka and how much she feels jealous when he is being around other girls. Origami's zealous hate towards the spirits seem to be non-existent when it comes to her love for Itsuka and feelings towards him to the point of madly being in love with him and stalking him. And Yoshino Himakawa, whom he sees more as a sister of his that he needs to protect no matter what. Kurumi Tokisaki is the main antagonist in the series, and she is the third spirit to be encountered in the series and is the most dangerous and lethal spirit. She is heavily obsessed with Shidou and has the ability to manipulate time. Her codename is Nightmare. She has a split personality, that of a gentle, mysterious high school girl with a slow talking pattern, and that of a psychopathic killer. Kurumi is very aggressive in her actions, which makes it harder for Shidou to capture her, and pretty much every other spirit in the show. Coming in number 3, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Belle Cornell obviously has a knack to attracting the girls to him whether on purpose or not. Over the past seasons, he has proven to many just how powerful he is and how determined and headstrong he can be. It all started with his first time defeating the Minotaur, a battle that will always be imprinted in his soul as his first victory over a powerful boss without the need of any external help. The goddess Hestia, Wallenstein Ais, Lily Ruka, and even Mikoto all respect him and love him each in their own way. And of course, don't forget about the goddess Freya, whom is interested with the man Belle is going to grow to become, as well as his beloved Vine that he protected from being killed in season 3, and last but not least, Haruhime, the damsel in distress he rescued from the entertainment district. His adventures are far from over, and the predicament he is caught in the latest season is not something to be envied for. His teammates are in shambles, his hand cut off, and Ryo injured. How could this get any worse? Coming in number 2 is High School DxD. Girls Club of Hell is the informal name of the group of women who are in love with Issei Hyoudou, the current Red Dragon Emperor, which consists of Rias Grimary's peerage, Issei Hyodou's peerage, and Valley Team. This includes, but not exclusive to, Rias Grimary, Akino Himajima, Shinovia Quarta, Koneko Tojo, Asia Argento, Irina Shidou, Kuroka Tojo, Rosvice. And mind you, these aren't all the girls in his harem. However, these are the girls in his harem that are his fiancés. Fiancés! Like damn, how's he even able to keep up with all these girls? What is this body of his powered by other than, of course, his extreme horniness and perverted lifestyle? If I try to talk about these girls, I am gonna need a whole video for them, so again, I won't get into the details about these girls. Plus, I am pretty sure that you guys already know each and every one of them. You guys are nasty like that. And number 1 goes to A Certain Magical Index. This anime is kinda tricky. The number of count of Toma's harem can vary between 3 and over 9,000. Yeah, I did that on purpose and pun fully intended. But the core 3 in his harem can be summed up to Index, Misaka Mikoto, and Othinus. Even though Toma and Mikoto had quite the rough relationship, after the events of the third novel especially, she eventually developed strong feelings towards Toma but is unable to express them due to her insecurities and the fact that other girls were also interested in him. Even though both she and Toma tend to bicker and argue with each other, they have a sort of friendly relationship. Both of them have gone on a date, albeit it was results of a bet between the two, and exchanged cell phone numbers. As for Index though, she has strong feelings towards Toma, and even confessed her love after hearing Toma lost his memories because of her. However, he avoided answering by changing the subject of the talk, since he has no idea about what kind of feelings he used to have towards Index. Overall, most relations in possible harem scenarios were kinda ruined due to the memory loss issue. Such lost potential if you ask me. And with that said, we end this list for today. I hope you all liked the video just as much as I enjoyed making it for you. That is why I would ask you to like, subscribe, and comment down below about your favorite anime on this list as well as your favorite waifu in that anime. Stay safe, and as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.